Hello! Today I have a tutorial on another Hello Kitty Island adventure recipe. This one is from the egg pan, which can be unlocked from a quest with Pekkle. This recipe had some tough challenges to model. I hope you enjoy the tutorial. Hide the camera and delete everything in the scene. Turn on the Move gizmo. Go into Render Settings and change the render engine to cycles and the device to GPU. Change the render noise threshold to 0.1. In Light Paths, change the total to 5, diffuse to 2, gloss to 2, transmission to 5, and transparent to 5. Go into the color management and change the look to medium contrast and the view transform to filmic. To make spirals, you will need an add-on. Go into Edit, then Preferences. In Add-ons, search for Extra Curve Objects. Select the option to install. Save your preferences or turn on autosave. Using Shift-A, add an Archimedean spiral. Go into the spiral settings and change the steps to 14, radius growth to 0.09, and the radius to 0.28. Convert the curve into a mesh. Go into Edit mode using Tab, select all with A, and then Extrude using E. With the Move gizmo, pull the extrude up to make a long cylinder. Rotate 90 degrees on the x-axis to lay flat. Rotate it along the y-axis so the fold is sticking up. Go into Edit mode and add a loop cut in the middle using Ctrl-R. Using Alt-Z to go into X-ray mode, select all the vertices on the right side and delete them. Set the origin to geometry. Using Ctrl-A, select Apply All Transforms. Add a mirror modifier. Subdivide using Ctrl-2. Since this object is our crepe, I started by going into X-ray mode and pulled the vertices to make the fold closer together. Select the corner vertices and scale it down using S. This should make the edges look rounder. Select the middle vertices and turn on proportional editing. Use your scroll wheel to adjust the size of the circle. I tried making this area look like it was wider than our folds. I pulled more of the vertices in together to exaggerate the folded look. Add a Solidify modifier. Change the value to the thickness you prefer for our crepe. Set the origin to geometry, then shade smooth. Using the proportional editing tool again, select the top vertices of our crepe and start squishing it in to not look as round. Add a cube and scale it down inside of our crepe. Scale it along the y-axis to make it as long as our crepe. Subdivide. Add loop cuts to the ends of our filling. Scale it to be bigger, it should take up the inside of the crepe. In X-ray mode, I selected the bottom vertices on the edges, then scaled them out so they looked angled. I did the same idea with the top to match the shape of our crepe, then shade smooth. Add a cube and isolate it using / on your keyboard. Scale the cube down along the Z-axis. Add a bevel modifier and add 3 segments, subdivide it. Use / to unhide the plate and start plating your crepes. I duplicated the crepe and filling using Shift-D. With the second crepe, rotate 180 degrees along the Z-axis so the fold is facing the opposite way. For our drizzle on top, I started by adding a plane. By adding a loop cut in the middle, I selected an edge and extruded it to add some length. Continue this process until you get a basic shape of the drizzle area. In edit mode, select all and extrude, then subdivide. Add a loop cut in the middle. Select all of the top faces and lift them up to make it look thicker. Selecting the face on the drip, I kept extruding it to make it longer. Shade smooth. You may have to pull around some vertices to make it as if it's sitting on top of the crepe. Repeat the same process with the other crepe. You could duplicate them or make a different one. Add a plane. Extrude it and subdivide it. Scale it along the Z-axis and place it under the crepes. This will be our excess drizzle. Duplicate it and make smaller drips near the front of the crepe. Same with the other side of the crepe. Add an Archimedean spiral. Make the turns 2, the steps 16, radius growth 0.15, radius 0.16, height negative 0.54. Place on top of the crepes. Go into the curve properties and under bevel, change the depth value to 0.15 or whatever thickness you'd prefer. I scaled it along the Z-axis to squish it down. With Alt-S, I added more thickness to the curve. Select Fill Caps. Select the very last vertices and use Alt-S to scale it down. Then you can tuck the edge into the rest. Repeat the same process for the very bottom. Subdivide. Use proportional editing to shift the whipped cream around. Add a cube and subdivide it. Scale it down and place it on our plate. Shade smooth and add another one to the other side. This is our blueberry. Add a cube and scale it along the x-axis. Subdivide. Select all vertices at the bottom and scale them in. Scale the top vertices out more. Add a loop cut in the middle of the object. Use the bevel tool to sharpen the edges. Select the top face and inset it, then inset it again on the inside. I adjusted the vertices inside of the strawberry to make them even. Shade smooth. Start placing it on our plate. Add a cube and isolate it. Grab all the vertices at the bottom and scale them in. Same idea with our strawberry slice, then subdivide. Apply the subdivision. In X-ray mode, select all middle faces of the strawberry. While selected, hit Select, then click Check or Deselect. Use Shift-Control-B to bevel each vertices. Use Alt-E to extrude faces along normals. Then use E to extrude out, scale the faces in a little for the seed shape. Add a plane and rotate it 90 degrees along the Y-axis. Scale it to be on top of the strawberry. Add a loop cut towards the top of the leaf, then scale the very top and bottom vertices down, then subdivide. Extrude the leaf to be thicker. Slide the bottom half of the vertices back to make the bottom narrow, then shade smooth. Rotate 90 degrees along the Y-axis to start placing the leaf on the strawberry. Duplicate the leaves to match your spacing. I kept rotating it on the Z-axis to match the same level. Make sure proportional editing is on. Select all the leaves and go into X-ray mode. Select the very middle vertices and start sliding them into the strawberry, using your scroll wheel to adjust the area. I ended up doing the same thing with the top of the leaves, making them look more drooped down. Select all leaves and then select the strawberry, parent them. Start placing your strawberry on top of the icing. Go into the shading editor and start applying materials to our crepe. By selecting objects first, then the material last, you can select Copy Material to Selected. I tried adding some reflection to the drizzle as well as transmission. To get different colors with our strawberry, add a single material first. Then, with other faces selected, add a new material and assign it. To add texture to our filling, add a noise texture and bump texture. Connect the noise color to the bump height and the bump normal to the principled normal. You can adjust these values to get many different results. For our crepe, add a color ramp and an ambient occlusion. Make the ambient color connect to the color ramp factor and color to principled base color. Add 2 colors on the ramp, the left one lighter and the right one darker. I added a bump and voronoi texture to the crepe. Connect the voronoi position to the bump height and the bump normal to the principled normal. I changed the value until I got a soft crepe texture. Make another panel and unhide your camera. Change the left panel view into the camera's view. Change the camera into orthographic. Position the camera however you like and turn on the render view. Add an area light and make it 300 watts over the crepe. Duplicate it and position it in front, make it 100 watts. Duplicate it and place 2 more on the other sides. Add a plane and scale it underneath the plate. Grab 3 edges and extrude them up. With the same edges, bevel them using your scroll wheel to add more cuts. Shade smooth and add a material to the background. Here is the final render. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, or even better, learned something new. Please feel free to leave tutorial suggestions in the comments. I'd love to hear from you.